Heavyweight boxing legend George Foreman dies aged 76, says family. Boxing heavyweight legend George Foreman has died aged 76, according to his family, known as Big George in the ring. The American built one of the most remarkable and enduring careers in the sport, winning Olympic gold in 1968 and claiming the world heavyweight title twice, 21 years apart, the second making him the oldest champion in history aged 45. He lost his first title to Muhammad Ali in their famous Rumble in the Jungle fight in 1974. But Foreman's professional boxing career boasted an astonishing total of 76 wins, including 68 knockouts, almost double that of Ali. He retired from the sport in 1997, but not before he agreed to put his name to a best-selling grill, a decision that went on to bring him fortunes that dwarfed his boxing earnings. His family said in a post on Instagram on Friday night, "Our hearts are broken." A devout preacher, a devoted husband, a loving father, and a proud grand and great-grandfather, he lived a life marked by unwavering faith, humility, and purpose. The statement added, a humanitarian, an Olympian, and two-time heavyweight champion of the world, he was deeply respected, a force for good, a man of discipline, conviction, and a protector of his legacy, fighting tirelessly to preserve his good name for his family. Foreman was born in Marshall, Texas, on January 10, 1949, and raised along with 6 siblings by a single mother in the segregated American South. He dropped out of school and turned to street robberies before eventually finding his outlet in the ring. Foreman won the heavyweight gold medal at the 1968 Olympics in Mexico City, aged 19, before turning pro and winning 37 consecutive matches. He lost only 5 bouts over his career. He beat previously undefeated reigning champion Joe Frazier in Kingston, Jamaica, in 1973, knocking him down 6 times in the first 2 rounds. His 1974 Rumble in the Jungle against Ali in Kinshasa, Zaire, now the Democratic Republic of the Congo, remains one of the most famous boxing matches ever. Ali, the older man, was the underdog after he was stripped of his crown 7 years earlier for refusing to be drafted into the Vietnam War, Foreman reflected on the legendary fight 50 years later in an October interview with BBC World Service NewsHour, explaining that everyone thought he was going to decimate Ali. "Oh, he's not going to last 1 round," the boxer said experts were predicting at the time. Foreman told the BBC he typically would get real nervous and have butterflies before any boxing match, but that night it was the most comfortable he had felt. But the wily Ali used a tactic that later became known as rope-a-dope, which wore out Foreman, causing him to throw out hundreds of punches before Ali unloaded on him in the 8th round and scored a knockout, after a second professional loss. Foreman retired in 1977 and became an ordained minister at the Church of the Lord Jesus Christ in Texas, which he founded and built. He told the BBC his defeat to Ali became the best thing that ever happened to me, as it ultimately led him to get my message out through preaching.